Right, so we have a little bit of a chain adjustment to do. So you can see when we measure it, the bottom there is at 7, pull up to the top, bottom is there at 3, or 3 and a bit. Chain adjustment snack's supposed to be 35mm, we're effectively got 37, so we're going to do a quick chain adjustment. So the first thing that has to be removed is our split pin. So we take the pliers, we pull that out, get it taut. Here comes the car. There we go. Come on. This is actually the first time I've had to do the chain adjustment since I bought the bike. So are we ready? And nice and loose. Right, now take the adjuster, loosen off the adjustment screws. So that's the tensioning one, or rather locking nut. And then we have to tighten this side. And we've got to do the same on the other side, so I'm just going to nip around and loosen that. Right, that's both loose now. Now we look at doing our tension. Let's give it a little turn there. A little touch more. Then we take a measure. So we are now 3 and a bit. 6 and a bit. Just a touch more. There we go. Let's have a read now. We are now at 3.6 to 6.7. So 6.5 to 3.5. 3 centimeters smack bang in the middle of our variation. So now we need to put the locker back on. Get that locked up nice and snug. And now we need to measure the distance here and here as we replicate on the other side so we don't get any alignment issues. Now, conveniently, I have a little vernier caliper set which makes life a little bit easier. So I can actually just do the distance between the two nuts. Measure that. That'll tell me how far I have to go, which is 9.82 mil. So I'll do that on the other side. Zero that again, just double check. .95. 21.95 is the entire gap. And we are at 18.3 here. So let's get a little bit of adjustment there. We are now 18.7. 19.2. 6. Dead. Let's just double check this side. Yeah, it still needs to be 22. Well, it seems to take a bit longer than you think. Yeah, let's try again. 21. Almost. Just a smidge more. That's that. Right, so we should just be on the locking nut, but 2 and a bit. We are on the locking nut here, just under 2, which is fine. And that is that's done. All we need to do now is tighten everything back up. Now we have to be careful not to over tighten, because we don't want to bring things in. So let's give it a little roll test. Yeah, that rolls fine. Just line up the split pin hole a little bit better. There we go. And now, get that tapped in. There we go. There we go. Now we can just bring that right round. Should not be going anywhere now. And that is chain adjustment complete. I'm now going to turn around and jack it up, because it has to be on the side stand, and give it a clean, because it's chain service time. But all we've needed to do with this is the 27mm socket to actually take off the axle bolt and undo that. 12mm spanner for the adjusters, pair of pliers just to take the split pin out. I use a ruler just to measure the chain slack, and I do that from this seam point here so it's consistent every time. And I use my little caliper set here just to make sure the wheel alignment is correct. But that is everything I needed, and that's just the entire thing adjusted and ready to rock and roll.